it is to leave your little friends behind when you're going away on vacation. After all, you can't always take your dog or cat with you, but you can leave them in good hands. The View from the Bay's Lee Glasser is here with some tips on where to board, or should we say overnight, your beloved
overnight, or doggy spas, as they're called.
Very nice.
Pet
Doggy
hotels,
spas, yes.
You know, in the past, we used to think of boarding or kenneling your animal is in a stark cage. You know, they, turn the key, throw it away until you get back from vacation. Honey, things have changed. Listen, they will give them facials, paint their nails if you ask them. Wow. These things are incredible now. Absolutely pampering. And we went ahead and visited 3 of kind of the high-end pet camps or pet boarding facilities across the Bay Area. I want to say, though, there are hundreds of them. And these are just a couple of the high-end ones. Now, this one you see here, this is Pet Camp. This is in San Francisco. They brought this dog in. He was a chihuahua. He's gained all that weight. But you can see they actually separate the dogs in different kinds of pens so they can play pens, so they can play. And they also have a feature here called hydrotherapy. If your dog is overweight, you want him to get a little bit of exercise. They have a wonderful pool there.
That's the kind of vacation I want to take.
I know.
Exactly.
I know. You want to swim towards a ball, right? That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, Pet Camp is terrific because, let's say, for example, since it's in San Francisco, your boss calls you up and says, look, tomorrow you're on a plane to Paris. You can call the folks at Pet Camp. 9 times out of 10, they will take your animal.
On short notice like that.
On short notice. It's great. The facility is not real big, but it is clean. It is wonderful. Now, I have to show you another one. We went up to Marin County. This is called Camp Canine of Marin. There are a lot of Camp Canines out there, but this one is of Marin in Corte Madera. And you can see here, bigger space. The dogs have bigger pens, obviously more land up there than the city dwellers. Hey, check this out.
Oh, look at this.
That's an indoor run. Hey, check out that little corgi. Your mom would be so proud. Check that out. The great thing about Camp Canine of Marin is that they have these things where the campers go. They're called bunk rooms. And what's great is that they have these little webcams.
Oh, wow.
So if you're in London, Paris, or Stade, you can go on.
Check in on your little
You can go on the website there, and you can check in on your animal.
I noticed they group the little dogs together and the bigger dogs together, so
they really do.
Everyone can get
and
along.
You know, a lot of the elder dogs don't want to play with the puppies, and that sort of thing. So they kind of separate the dogs and that sort of thing, and also the aggression too. Of course, if your dog is showing signs of aggression, you need to get that thing into training, and fast.
Are these camps expensive?
Well, they kind of are.
Yeah.
The ones we're showing you average from about $40 up to over $100. But you know, there are a lot of add-ons. An overnight. But you know, like we said, our pets are like our children. We do anything. In fact, how many of you out there actually sleep with your dog now?
I think
I don't have a dog.
I don't have a dog either, but
you know, you probably have that dog or that cat in the bed at night. So people spend a lot on their pets. But average is anywhere from 14 and up, I would say, that overnight. Okay, now if I were a dog, thank you very much, this is where I want to stay. This is called Tappan Hill. It's 45 minutes north of the Golden Gate, and it is in Sebastopol. Check it out. They have toddler beds for the dogs. It is very zen-like. I mean, it is a wonderful, tranquil place. They even have their own swimming pool. Are you kidding me?
It's like
it's like the 5-star dog camp.
Absolutely. It is fabulous. Wide open spaces. They have 60 acres there. It is really fun. Now, a couple of tips. You know, if you are going to be boarding this summer that you do kind of need to know about. Remember, they're going to require shots. Bordetella, rabies, that sort of thing. So you're going to make sure that your shots are up to date on your animals, and they're going to want to see or maybe even talk to your vet as well. But let me go ahead and show you some tips that we actually came up with. Of course, cleanliness. You want to make sure that everything is clean. Wonderful ventilation. You want to make sure that the facility, if it has air conditioning or also central heat. You know, last week we had temperatures well over 100 degrees. Absolutely. You also want to make sure that
the size of the play areas?
Absolutely. You want to make sure the play area is sufficient. And also just go with your gut. Get references. Go with your gut. If you go in, you think you want to stay there, 9 times out of 10, your dog's going to want to stay there too. Absolutely.
Next one is size of kennels and bedding.
Yeah, a lot of nowadays, a lot of the bedding is now raised bedding. They think that the dog, they don't want to just sleep on the hard concrete floor, that sort of thing. So a lot of the beds are raised, and also gives proper ventilation underneath the beds as well. And also the size of the kennel, too. Sometimes if you have 2 small dogs, you could put 2 in one.
Right. And our next one you talked about, ventilation, central heat and air.
Absolutely.
And then the next one after that is vet tech on staff for emergencies.
We live in earthquake
Right.
country. What if there's a fire, an earthquake? Do they have an emergency preparedness laid down to make sure that the animals get out safely, that sort of thing?
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And I know you've got a couple other tips. If you didn't write all those tips down,
go to the website.
Yeah, we have extra ones all on our website, and you can find that at www.viewfromthebay.com. Thanks so much, Lee.
Good stuff. Now, do anti-aging creams really work? Find out after this.